My name is Pascal Oloo. I'm trained as a civil engineer, originally from Kenya, but now Betty and I live in South Africa. And we joined the business because we wanted to make a bit of extra cash. Wherever you are, I think this is the most opportune time to build this business. I've been reading a lot of what is going on around the world in terms of economics and business. And I'm very, very excited about what is going to happen to our business in the next 6 months. I was born in Kenya. And I remember when I was growing up, my father used to say, son, go to school, get a good education, get a good and secure job with the government. And that's what I did. You know, when a young man finishes college, he begins to look for a partner. Just about a year after I left college, I met my wonderful wife, Betty. That's her and myself about 10 years ago when the company came to take a shot of what the lifestyle we lead in our Pretoria home. And the reason we started the business is very simple. It's money, money, and money. We wanted to make extra money. I did not want to rely on a job because I was reading yesterday that worldwide, over 230 million jobs have been lost. Over 1.8 million businesses have closed down. And the number of people who are searching for something to do is going up every single day. So when we started the business, being trained as a civil engineer, I think people assume that engineers make a lot of money. I agree, but they also pay a lot of tax. And two, if you are employed by somebody, they control what you do. They control what time you wake up, we go to the office, what time you have coffee, what time you have lunch, which area of the suburb of the town you're living in you're going to stay. So a lot of things is controlled by the person who writes your paycheck. So Betty and I wanted a different lifestyle. We want to share with you a business called network marketing. What is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services. First, what it's not. What it's not is, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a business that you're going to start today. In 2 months' time, you're earning $60,000, $70,000 a month. It's not a business that you start and you learn everything. It's a simple business, but it takes time to learn. Because of that very simplicity, some people don't actually take time to learn what it is. So it takes time to learn our business. I believe that if you apply the business system the way it is taught, if you follow the instructions of your sponsor, within a 2 to 5 year period, you'll be financially independent. By that, we mean that between a 2 to 5 year period, you'll either equal your current income, or if your current income stops completely, you'll be able to support your family through this business. Okay? Our business is a 2 to 5 year plan. Most people are used to the 40-40-N plan. What is the 40-40-N plan? The 40-40-N plan is you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and you end up with nothing. And this is very sad for most people. Now, the other thing our business is not a pyramid scheme. What is the difference between a network marketing business and a pyramid scheme? The difference is threefold. Number one, in a pyramid scheme, there is no product or service that is offered to the public. People just pay money, but they don't know what the money does. Okay, or you're given a promise of return on investment, which doesn't come. Number two, there is no regulatory body that controls those affairs. And number three, a pyramid is illegal. Between 6 and 18 months, the pyramid scheme always collapses. A network marketing business, there's a product or a service that is offered to the public in return for the money they pay. For example, our company makes cleaning products, we make health supplements, skincare products. So the public pays that money in return for the products they get. Number two, our industry is regulated by a direct selling association. And number three, this is a long-term business. Our company has been in existence since 1958. In fact, next year in Africa, we are celebrating 50 years of doing business because Neolife came to South Africa in 1971. Okay, so that is what it is not. But what is network marketing? Network marketing is the most efficient method of distribution of goods and services to the public. Why do I say that? Think about this. When a large company like, let me say Microsoft wants to launch a new product, they advertise weeks in advance, probably months in advance, and people queue for days to buy their products. They spend a lot of money advertising. In our business, if a product is launched today, by the same evening, over 3 million people know about our product in great detail. That is the power of this kind of business. Why? Because they always get information from somebody they trust. Okay, so what is this? What is network marketing? I've been reading articles about distribution, and one of the things that caught my attention is the amount of wastage that there is in the traditional business or in traditional distribution of products and services. In 1988, if you bought a Mercedes SE from Munich, it would cost you $35,000. But if you buy the same Mercedes in the US, in Colorado, the same Mercedes will cost you $65,000. Why is that the case? Because between Munich and Denver, there would be 17 different middlemen, people who keep adding to the cost of the product, and guess who pays for it? The customer. So what we do in our business is we cut out the middleman between the consumer and the consumer and the manufacturer. So let me say our consumer wants to buy a product from us. If they want to buy the product, they go through a distributor like myself or some of our colleagues who are watching this presentation. So the product is well priced, is within the affordability of the customer, and the people who actually benefit from this sale is number one, the company, because they manufactured the products. Number two, the distributor who recommends the product to the customer. And number three, the customer is satisfied. So we have a three-way system where all the parties involved are satisfied with the product. Okay? Something else I want to mention about wealth building through distribution. One of the keys to building wealth is distribution. Think about the wealthiest people in the world. I was reading the other day that the CEO, the chairman of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, his net worth increased by over $20 billion during this COVID-19. Why is that? Because he's involved in distribution of goods and services. Okay, so there are several aspects that are important to create wealth using distribution. Number one, you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because people need them. Number two, you need to have a global reach. That means that if you're distributing your products, people around the globe need to be able to get hold of your product. Betty and I live in Pretoria, on the eastern side of Pretoria, and if we opened a shop here, only the people who can have access to our product, our shop, can get our products. But the way distribution is at the moment, our business is operating in our company is operating business in over 50 countries around the globe. Betty and I have a business in more than 8 countries. So we've got products that are distributed into other people, but Betty and I are not there physically. The third thing about building wealth is called leverage. What is leverage? Leverage simply means that you learn how to multiply your time, your effort, and your money. Let me give you just one moment, please. Let me give you an example. All of us have 24 hours a day. I assume you sleep 8 hours a day. then you work 8 hours, 9 hours, you travel 2 or 3 hours. What do you do with the rest of the time? If I depended only on my effort to generate income, it means that only the time I work, I generate income. Otherwise, income stops. If I fall sick, if I go on holiday, if something happens to me, it means the income that I generate stops. But if you want a business system that keeps working and growing, even when you're not there physically, you need a network marketing business. That's what leverage is. Leverage means you find a way to multiply your time and your effort so that you increase the amount of products and services your business does. The fourth thing is you need to get involved in consumable products. Why is that important? Because they have repeat sale. You see, I remember the last time I bought a pair of shoes was 2.5 or 3 years ago. A pair of shoes is not consumable, but I use soap today, I use soap yesterday, I'll use soap tomorrow. Every end of the month, I buy soap. Every end of the month, I buy a washing powder to clean our clothes. I will buy cleaning material to clean our bathroom, our toilet, our kitchen. So you need consumable products which are high quality and unique products. Then you have a very strong foundation to build a good business. The other thing you need is a business system. What is a business system? A business system is when you devise procedures, tools, equipment, and a way to run the business so that you as the owner of the business doesn't have to be there. That's why we encourage people, when you start this business, make sure you understand our business building system and plug into it so that your business grows with or without you. And the last thing is timing. For us in this kind of business, the timing has never been better. Because of the pandemic and people looking for opportunities, I went and searched. The most searched phrase at the moment in the world is home-based business. Every single person who is afraid to lose their job, or somebody who has already lost their job and is looking for something to do, and because of lockdown in most countries, everybody is looking for a home-based business. So there are millions of people who are looking for this opportunity, but they're waiting for you to tell them about this business. So I think for us, timing has been perfect. This was a current situation at the end of June. At the end of September, over 220 million people had lost their jobs. What that tells you is that people are looking for alternative ways to generate income. You see, in South Africa, to start a McDonald's franchise, to start a business that can earn you $6,000 a month, you need to invest at least $150,000. Secondly, you have to wait for a 24-month period to break even. Now, the ordinary person doesn't have enough money to start this kind of business. And that's what makes this business very, very unique, is that it gives the ordinary person the chance to start a global business without investing millions of dollars or thousands of dollars in their business. The strange thing about business is that the number one reason for business failure around the world is people sell products or services that people don't need. I find that really astounding. I suppose that people start a business because starting a business sounds very nice. I agree, starting a business sounds very nice, but it requires you to think carefully about the business that you start. One of the people who really loves this industry is Sir Richard Branson, and he says that if someone invites you for a business like this, join the business even if you don't understand what is going on. Commit yourself within a 2 to 5 year period to learn. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the person who sponsored you in the business. Patient and learn and build a business. In 2 to 5 years' time, you'll be financially independent. Okay? This is Mr. Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield is the founder of our company. When he was a teenager, he had very serious asthma. And his mother gave him some natural remedies, and his health improved tremendously. And a vision was born in his heart that let me share this idea with the rest of the world. And that's how Neolife was born. In 1958 in the USA, in 1971 in South Africa, in Kenya 1996, 97 in Tanzania, in West Africa 98 and 99. At the moment, we are operating in about 12 African countries. But why has the business lasted all this long without actually going down? Because the company believes in simple principles that keeps our business going. Number one, absolute integrity and honesty. The company believes that we need to tell our customers, our distributors, and our friends the truth about our products and about what the business can do. All right? We do not exaggerate what the business can do or what the products can do, but we tell them what is possible, even for an average ordinary person. Number two is people. The most important resource of our business is people. Why is that? Because without people, we don't have a business. We could have the finest products in the world. We could have the best network compensation plan. But if we don't take care of people, we have nothing. So the most important ingredient of our business is people, our customers, our distributors, the staff who work for the company. Number three is products that work. The company spends a lot of money, time, and effort to build or research the best products in the market. The fourth thing is equal opportunity for everybody. We don't care whether you are a man or a woman. We don't care whether you're a housewife or a plumber, an engineer or a CEO. We don't care whether you're 80 or 18 or 81. Everybody starts from the same place, and your growth of your business just depends on how hard you work and how large a team you build. And the last thing is a long-range vision. This business, you need to have a long-range vision, because if you have a short-range vision and if things don't work out the way you expect, you get frustrated. So have a long-term plan. Okay. Why do people start this business? People start this business for very many different reasons. Some people start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some people start the business because they want to buy dream homes or to build dream homes. Some people start the business because they want dream cars. A friend of mine the other day sent me a clip or a note, and it was quite accurate. If you see, this guy sees his boss with a brand new Ferrari. So his boss tells him, if you work very, very hard, if you don't laze around at work, next year I'll buy my second Ferrari. And that is so true. In a company, only the boss's dreams are fulfilled, not everybody. Okay, so some people start the business because they want to buy beautiful cars. Some people start the business because they want dream homes or holiday homes. Some people start the business because they want to make money. And I think that sometimes people say that money is the root of all evil. I don't agree. I think the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is amoral. Money is a piece of paper. It is morally neutral. It is people who make it good or bad. So in our business or in our company, we don't apologize for wanting to make a lot of money. Okay? Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit. So if that is you, you start the business. What kind of products do we have in our business? The first range of products is called the cleaning range of products, or the home care. Why is that important? Because every single home in the world needs cleaning material. Okay? I don't care whether you go hungry or not, but the one thing that almost everybody does is take a shower or take a bath. I agree some people live on streets and they don't have money to buy soap or to buy things, but I would say 98% of the people, or 97, use cleaning material. The next thing that we have in our business is personal care products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, things that make you look neat and smart. The third range is called the skincare range, or the nutrients organics. These are the products. Our manufacturing facility is in France because the French have got the best technology. And the last range, which is the highest selling range of our products, is the healthcare range. Why is this very important? This is important because when your health is finished, your mission in life is finished. And for that reason, most people want to take very good care of their health. So, what are the three things we do to succeed in our business? We call them the 3 success habits. The first one, we use the products ourselves. Why is it important to use the products yourself? It is important because of 2 reasons. Number one, you're supporting your own business. Number 2 is that you want to share with people something you've already experienced yourself. For me, it doesn't make sense, and it is lack of integrity to recommend to people things you don't believe in yourself and you don't use. So that is the reason we use the products ourselves as distributors. I have seen over the years people who start the business and they think that they can ask others to use the product and they don't buy. It's just a matter of time before your business stops. Why? Because people look at you in the eye and want to know you also believe in what you're recommending. Okay, so because Neolife is registered in all these countries around the world, the company uses what we call the point value system. Each product has a point value attached to it. Let me say you use products worth 100 points. What is 100 points? 100 points is roughly $150 worth of products. Okay, so you use 100 points in your home. The next thing you do is you share the business. What is sharing the business? Sharing the business means you introduce other people to become distributors in the business like yourself. All right? So let me say you introduce 6 people who each do 100 points. If they do 100 points plus yourself, you'll be 700 PV, or the 700 point value. If you do 700 points, you become a manager and your income is roughly $45 a month. Okay, that is just the beginning. The next thing you do is you teach, let me say you teach the person on the top right corner of the screen to introduce 2 people, and each of those 2 people introduce 2 others. Eventually, you will have built a 700 PV unit. If you have 700 PV unit plus the other 6, gives you 1300 PV, and you become a senior manager. Your income is about $90 a month. Not a lot of money, but it's beginning to make a difference. You know, I find that some people, when they see that the initial income you earn from this business is very low, it puts them off. And I remember my sponsor told me one thing that I've never forgotten, that anything that starts big is a monster. Everything I know, everything that becomes big starts very small. Think about an oak tree, think about a baby, think about an elephant, think about Microsoft. All those huge companies, all of them started very small. All right? So if you teach everybody else to do what you do, each of them does 700 PV units. 700 times 6 gives you 4,200, plus your 100 points gives you 4,300, and your income reaches the director level. That's about $580 to $700. All right? The third thing we share in our business is the products. Sharing products simply means that some people may not be interested in the business. They may just want to use the products, and as customers, we make a profit of 20% from these people. All right? The third thing we do in our business is personal development. Personal development means we take time to learn about the products. We learn about how to have a good attitude. We learn to become business leaders through the support structure, training, support, and personal development. So we take time to learn to become leaders in our business. There are different organizations in Neolife. One of them is the Eagle Team. So if you take time to learn what the business does, eventually you'll become a leader and build a very large network of business. But I'm sure some people who are watching this presentation are not interested in only $700 or $1,000. They're interested in more. If you want more, just help other people in your team to become directors. If you have one more person to become a director, your income reaches $1,000 or more. If you help 3 other people to reach director level, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people to become directors, your income goes way beyond $5,000 a month. So, Paul, I want to hand over back to you to invite our guests so that she can share her experience.
Wow, thank you so much, Pascal. I believe that our guest on this call today, you have been able in one way to be able to get a brief idea of what Neolife is all about. You may not understand everything today. Pascal has been able to tell you that you need to take time to learn, to understand. So I believe after this meeting, you'll be able to get in touch with the person who invited you, and then they'll be able to share with you more information on how you can be able to join and where you can be able to start. And talking about joining and starting, today we are joined by a great leader, someone who came to this opportunity some years back. They agreed to be told, they agreed to be shown what it's all about. And today they are successful. They have been able to build a large organization in Kenya, which is stretching out to US and UK and Europe. And it's only because they wanted to know more, just like the way we want to challenge you to want to know more. And today she's one of our greatest leaders. She's a Ruby director here in Kenya and also a world team member traveling across the world because of the decision she made one day when she was called to be able to be part of this opportunity. So I want to bring our guest speaker, Purity Ndungu. Please share with us your story. If you can hear me, Purity.
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. I hope you can hear me too.
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul, for giving me this great opportunity to share my story today in this wonderful business opportunity. Thank you, our leader, Pascal Oloo, for wonderful training that you've given us today. I always enjoy your training. You've been such a wonderful leader to us since COVID began. We have really enjoyed this training and we have really grown our businesses because of your training. So we are very grateful. Thank you for hosting this training together with Paul. So my name is Purity Dongo. Purity Dongo is a mother. I am married to Isaac Dongo. And between us, we have 3 children. I am a lecturer by profession. And this opportunity of Neolife found me when I was very busy teaching in the classroom. And I did not know anything else because when I went to school, I was taught to work very hard, to get very many degrees, and to get a very good job. That was the training that was given by my teachers and my parents. And I really obeyed. So I really worked so hard in school. I finished my first degree. I went back, I did my second degree, and I got a job as a lecturer. And I was very excited because now I knew that life is good. And I can say that when I was, after finishing my second degree, that is the time I got married to Isaac. And even him is also a scholar because he is also a graduate with 2 degrees. And when I was lecturing, I went back to the university to do my 3rd degree. So when this opportunity found me, I was busy teaching in class as a lecturer and also pursuing my PhD course. And the thing is, why was I adding all this education? Because I knew the more I had the education and the certificates and all that, I knew I would be promoted